All right, guys. So I just want to talk a little bit, real quick, about VKS and AR compatibility, because people say, you know, the AR platform and all that. I want to make sure you guys understand a couple things. Okay. So there's basically, and this is a really common thing. Guys go buy their first AR. They come home and then realize that they've got an A2 and they can't put on the cool, you know, 4-inch forend that their buddy has. So there's two basic kinds of ARs. You have your A2 and you have your flat top. So your flat top uses a free float handguard, which attaches at the barrel nut, which is going to be attached back here. And A2 uses a delta ring setup. That's what the VKS is. The VKS is kind of like your old Vietnam style with the big A-shaped front sight. That is a A2 style. That is a delta ring setup. What a delta ring setup is your forend attaches. There's a ring up here, and there's this ring here that's on a really stiff spring. So your forend sandwiches, it's the two pieces, it sandwiches together and is held by tension with the spring here, pushing it against the other ring up here. So if you're going to buy a forend that just drops into your VKS, you're going to buy a drop-in forend. That's what you're going to literally look for. That's what they're called, is a drop-in forend. It's like the Magpul MOE series. That's what this is. And then there's some other companies that make some different ones, whatever. But the free float handguards, like the ones like the flat top ARs use, you can't use on this unless you modify this. I'm most likely not going to modify mine because it would require basically removing all this stuff that the barrel sits in. And you would have a barrel nut set up that your handguard and your barrel would attach back here, and you know, nothing would be up here. I probably won't, I mean, there's guys doing it, definitely. I see a lot of them out there doing it. And if you were to use a barrel that's shorter than this, you would kind of have to do that. But anyway, I'm happy with the way this is. But anyway, so like another thing, okay, so like your mag latch. So this is an AR mag latch. Okay, and it's actually closer to the camera. So, but anyway, so quite a bit of difference. You could not use this, and this is a mil spec mag latch that I Cerakoted. So you could not use this. All right. So on this side, now, depending, like if you buy like, you know, different brands like Armaspec or whatever, the button might actually attach differently depending on the brand that you buy. So some of the aftermarket non-mil spec ones, the button may attach like differently. So you may find one that attaches like this, but as far as mil spec goes, that's how a mil spec is. They attach in the middle. So most of the ones you find are gonna like that. You would get lucky to find one, I would think, like that. But I'm sure they're out there. But it's not a, you know, it's not a mil spec direct replacement. Okay, so this is the same, and I'm actually going to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade mine to actually a beefier one. So your pins are not mil spec. You can't put AR pins in it. At least I'm almost positive you can't. I can verify that. Well, I can look at it and tell. No, pretty positive. Man, like magic. Let's find out. No. Well, all right. So that's it. Not even the same length. I don't know why I'm not even sure why I tried. There we go. Alright, so anywho, alright. Find the right one to actually go back again. So, let's see, what else can I tell you? So the pins aren't the same, covered the delta ring, everything. I think that's kind of the gist of it. You know, obviously the rail's the same. Of course, that's standard on pretty much everything. Does have a QD. It does have a QD setup. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the people that are having trouble with your stuff falling out is because you're buying cheap stuff. If you buy Magpul QD swivels, it will not be a problem. I guarantee you that. So these are actually really good. Any Magpul that I've put in this, you can dangle the thing by it, shake it, whatever. You know, they're great. Couple aftermarket ones, different story. So, but buy Magpul anyway. Magpul's better. And there's the hoe grip. Like I say, the grips are interchangeable, but check it. If y'all put an aftermarket grip on this, you do need to put a longer screw. I don't know what to tell you what the size is on it, but I actually ended up stripping a couple of threads at the end of mine, just messing around like an idiot. One of the most common things that people do with ARs is to like cross thread that, and I've never done it, but people do it all the time. But this, I actually almost messed up on this thing. You're going into plastic, and the screw is about half the length it needs to be for anything aftermarket that's a little, you know, a little beefier. And actually, honestly, it probably, even if you're going to leave the stock one on it, I would say that you probably would be okay to put a longer one in it anyway, as long as it, you know, tightens up and is firm. You definitely do not over tighten that, but you want to make sure that it's catching more than, you know, 3 or 4 threads too. And apparently the hoe was had quite a bit more space between the head of the screw and the body than the factory one. So, but anyway, I changed that out. And I don't know the size. I've got like a bunch of like different screws, and I just mess around until I find one that fits. And that's, you know, I suggest, you know, just getting a bunch of stuff like that. And anyway, I wish I could tell you the size, but I don't know. I just played around until I found one that fit. And it's about probably almost twice as long as the one that came out of it. Just a hair less than twice as long. So anyway, these tanks are basically a First Strike Hero tank if you want to get a spare tank or whatever and you want it to look, you know, similar. So all right, can't think of anything else right now. If there's any questions or whatever, post in the comments. Yeah, it's getting ready to be a busy work week, so I'll try to answer stuff as fast as I can. But all right, y'all have a good one.